Hi everyone, Swanky Markets here with the outlook for week commencing Monday the 21st of June. Remember, we are summer trading where the markets tend to move a little slower and not as volatile. Friday, some pairs did not even move half their daily range, a lot less than half some pairs. It is a time, summer trading, where you kind of trade back and forth and you grab whatever pips you can. It is not a time to try and hold on to hundreds and hundreds of pips. Those weeks do come, but when they do, you make them. But at the moment, your biggest priority should be not to lose and to be even more conservative on what you take to trade. Better times will be back with us in no time. When I say trading with the trend, and I always talk about trading with the trend, at the moment that is a bit difficult because some pairs are at extreme pullbacks. Any bit more, they will be considered a reversal. So we shall know pretty soon. Down some pairs, the NPB methods for tonight's opening will work. I'll go through them in a minute with you. And there is some big news this week. On Tuesday, we have the UK emergency budget, which is expected to be very tough. The rumour on one of the changes is that they're going to hike capital gains tax up from 18% to 40%. Also, public sector workers are going to be hit hard, and there is rumour to do with pensions. So we'll have to see how the market likes that on Tuesday. Then tomorrow, Monday, at 17:30 GMT, Mr. Trichet is speaking to the European Parliament, and this could also cause major moves and spikes in any euro-related pair. So stay well away from opening trades near the London close, and if you are already in a euro-related pair, then move your stops tighter to protect your profit. Anyway, on to the week. Okay, this is the pound dollar on the weekly. As you can see, the weekly it's pinging right off the 50%. So this is a daily. It's still pinged off 50%. Pinged right off 50%. Very, very bullish candle. And this looks like it's going in an uptrend. But you can see the price was bouncing around here on 148.50. You could even say it went. You could even say 149.07. And now it's broken through, and now it's coming back up to retest those levels again. Should it retest 149, I'm hoping that it goes back up to 150, and I'm hoping that we get a good retest of that. Remember, we had similar things here when we bounced off here not so long ago. If we look at on the daily, this is the pound dollar. See, price is on the 50. Bringing back below, it's in this channel here. We are in a clear downtrend. I am hoping, well, if price should break up, that we at least hit 15,000, which is the 61.8 of the fib, and I would be looking to short there. However, if we go into a 4 hour, we can see we're in a clear uptrend on the 4 hour, and price has been held down here by the 4 hour 365 EMA. So we'll have to see how price reacts at this. However, what I want to show you here is we have MACD divergence on the 4 hour, showing the price may be about to change. So this is only on a 4 hour. I'll have to see a bit more of that on the daily. And at the moment on the daily, we do not have MACD divergence, but we may have soon. So that is what I'm looking for on the pound dollar. Yes, sorry. Those people who want to long, you will be looking to long at 14775. You can see price respected it last on Friday, and you will only be longing it up to 149/150. 149/150. People who like to counter trend trade, or people who like to go with the trend, because this is in a downtrend, that is where you will look to short should price break up above 148.50. More conservative counter trend traders away for a break and a close of 148.50 on the 4 hour. I would not short at this level, as support is only about 50 pips below. Support is only down here. If you short up there, better off to short from up here. More pips to get before you get down there. So we have the issue on the 4 hour chart just below. If I go to here, we have down here the 55 to 34 255 EMA, all down below here. So you really want to short up here and have enough pips in the bag, so when you get down here, you're going to break. This is the euro dollar on the monthly. You can see that last week it was right back here. This week you can see it's looking like a pin bar reversal, and there's still a week and a bit to go in the month. So we'll have to see how that plays out. If we go down to the weekly, You see price is pushing up, and price is heading, I'm hoping, for 126. 126 is where I am going to look to short this should it get up there. Keep an eye on the Bollinger Bands and the daily open. If they swing wide, if it closes, sorry, it would suggest a move back down is about to happen. Then again, it might not. They might swing right back up. I've shown you the monthly candle. On the 4 hour, we have a very, very similar pattern to the pound dollar. Very similar uptrend. 200 EMA is just here. Counter trend traders will consider a long on the 4 hour trend line around the 12350 level. 12350 is right here, which is also the previous resistance, which is now support. So counter trend traders will consider a long there. We also have MACD divergence on the 4 hour. Let me just put that up. Okay, this is the MACD divergence on the 4 hour. Price is going up, and we've MACD divergence here showing the price may be about to come down. But again, we have a similar problem. We've got the 55, the 34, the 21 all below, so that's going to provide a bit of resistance. Trend traders will look at a possible shorts at 124.30, which is right back up here, which is a WR2 at 124.26. And the more conservatives, a break and a close. So those more conservative will wait for a break and a close here. But price is going to get pushed into this wedge, and it's going to have to decide. The Swissy, if we go to the Swissy, those of us who are in this from Thursday and are still in, we can see that Friday, all day Friday, it hardly moved, bounced around, and eventually we broke through and we've got new lows. Now if we go to the daily, price is right back down here. Now price should be heading for 10887. So what I would do here is that you don't have many pips here, so we don't have a big move on Friday, but we do know our average daily range, and this should fit the NPB method, so it could work for there, and price is heading for 10887. This is the Aussie dollar. On Friday it broke major resistance, which was trying to break for a few days at 86665. I will watch this tomorrow and see what way it goes. I'm not interested really until I see what it does tomorrow. We can see on the 4 hour, very similar again, prices coming up this channel, then hit a top, wiggled around, then was pushed into a wedge, and this, you could say, some people would call this here, if I just draw it in for you, some people would call this a bearish wedge. But I will wait tomorrow and see what happens with this. So the price is now going to get pushed into a point, so just be very, very careful. If we go to you can see price may be heading for 88.32. 88.46 is the 61.8 of the fib, so price may be heading for there. Also the 200 is there, and I'm just going to sit in the sidelines and wait tomorrow to see what happens here. The US dollar CAD 4 hour was in this wedge all day Friday. Some of us are in this higher up, broke through. This is also a candidate for NPB, so those of you who want to do an NPB, 20 pips below, bang, down you go. Price finally closed below this trend line here. We were waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4 all week. 5th day it closed below. You either wait for a pullback to this trend line, or you do NPB, which is 20 pips below, and just write it down. This could be heading back to parity, which is 200 pips below. So that's the CAD. What else have we got? US dollar yen. US dollar yen on the 4 hour broke out of this pennant, retested it, and fell away. It's now found resist support at 90.49. If we look on the daily, on this trend line, price broke, retested, fell away. On this trend line, price just slightly closed below, retested, and has fallen away. But it has found resistance down here, which we can see on the daily is from over here. We can also see it on this. So if I was you, I would wait for a close below 90.49. If you're not in this already, if you're in this, you're bound to have some pips out. If you're not in this, wait for a close below 90.49 and the retest on a 4 hour and go down with it. The euro yen, we're in this. I would redraw this slightly now, because yeah, we've had a retest, but it hasn't fallen away, so we redraw that. What you either want to get in short off this trend line here, or wait for a close here and a retest and to go in short there. That's the euro yen. By anything else on the euro yen? Yeah, Okay, 1 second. Let's just fix this up here a little bit. What I would do is I would draw that there, and we've got this here. So we've got a daily pennant. Stocks are turning down. MACD starting to turn down. You either want to get in off this trend line on the daily or the 4 hour, or you want to wait for a break of this. If we take this down to a 4 hour, you can see what it looks like on a 4 hour. So you either pick what you want to do. You either want to get short. I would get